Oh boy. Sorry, just go ahead.
I don't know what that was about, folks, but Jean was doing some different things. Okay, hello, welcome to Super Sunday. We can't join Stout Sunday because we don't have a stout. So we had to know a little sooner. But we do have some other beers. We'll try to deal with the Stout Sunday thing in a little while. We have some other beers. I have an interesting product, and I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Beer Reviews and Beverage Rambles, and Georgia with Beverage Ramble. Jean-Pierre and Michael Komaroff might be joining with something, most likely. All right, John Anelia is obviously busy. Let me give a link to David because he might want to join. I forgot about that. Let's see. Super Sunday.
All right, let's rock and roll. Get my glass. Hold on. Oh boy. A little intense.
Okay. So I have Fat Tire.
Okay.
But you notice something weird about this Fat Tire?
It says called an ale.
It used to be for all those years Fat Tire. Oh, here's Jean-Pierre's link, y'all. For years it was Fat Tire Amber Ale, but in 2023 it was reconfigured as Fat Tire Ale. So I don't know, man. It's a 5.2%. Enjoyed by the. Oh, here is Michael Komaroff.
Hey Jay. Hey John.
Hey Mike.
Y'all, that's Michael Komaroff. In case you've never watched before, and he is in Brooklyn, New York.
So what happened? Did Miscellaneous do it and then it didn't come up? What was the story? What happened with the Sunday?
I just saw the message just now. He just popped up with a message. I think he's doing it through his phone. And he's resetting his computer right now. So computer issues. So
okay.
Yeah, he said I saw something about that, and I was going to get on there for the hangout before we did this show and tell him that I don't have a stout on hand. So I can't join without a stout.
So you didn't see the earlier thing that he communicated with John earlier in the week where he said he was willing to host. So you never saw that. Okay.
No, and no one ever told me.
I didn't see it either. So
it might have been on some other message thread that I don't know about.
Because you could have gotten a stout if you knew it was happening, and obviously John could have too.
Well, of course, but
so now we're Super Sunday anything.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you, just explain it so that people understand. So I went to join it, the hangout preparatory to this, because I had a few minutes, and they said I was blocked. You're blocked from. Wait, somebody's got some bad echo.
Is it me?
Can't be me on my end.
Because I'm hearing my voice, So I said blocked from their hangout. I don't understand. Like, it's confusing. So I said, well, what's going on? Why am I blocked? And he said, it's computer problems. I said, well, you can test this, Jean-Pierre, and you could try to join. And he joined, and he wasn't blocked. So how is it a computer issue if it's only me and not him? So we're going to deal with that down the road here, definitely, because that's not the nature of Stout Sunday that people get blocked. That's a definite no. Especially
it's on his phone, and it's limited. He's limited with the amount of people he can do it on through his phone.
Right, especially somebody like myself that's one of the old time Stout Sunday people. So that would create a crisis. We don't want to deal with a crisis, But anyway, no one wants a war. All right, but here's the Fat Tire Ale. And I'm going to show the website in a minute, Jean-Pierre. And This is 5.2, Michael, 5.2, by the way.
The manufacturer of Fat Tire Ale.
New Belgium.
But he was just plain Fat Tire Amber, remember, right? On the bottle.
It was New Belgium Fat Tire Amber Ale, yeah.
Now to just put ale, which I don't know. Another amber we were talking about the other day when I brought in Wednesday night. Jokers while we're drinking the Trader Joe's Trader Jose dark premium lager. We're talking about amber ales, and one name we had brought up was Dos Equis, and this is what I'm having today. Dos Equis Ambar.
Oh, one of the classics.
4.7% ABV. To me, I think it's a little better than the Dos Equis Especial, in my opinion, but that's what I have.
Here's what this looks like, by the way. Look how light it is compared to the old.
This is my amber, as you can see right here. I poured it.
John, what did you say the ABV was?
4.7.
Look how light. And of
Am
course,
I still echoing?
no.
Okay.
So this is what I have here. Nice,
Okay.
good, crisp, refreshing ambar. So
Can you see it?
Goose Island.
This is their Christmas IPA.
Oh,
7.5%, 38 IBUs. Have you seen this, Jay?
Oh,
neither have I.
Okay. So that's a good thing. I guess in New York, sometimes we get stuff that doesn't get to other parts of the country, I guess. Because Goose Island, if nothing else, has good distribution, right? You'd agree to that?
Of course,
I would
being
say
owned by
so.
AB InBev.
but on the other hand, it's not everywhere for everybody.
Just their big hits, or the IPA and the Urban 312.
It's most everywhere for a lot of people. Okay, now Michael is Goose Island. What is it called?
Christmas IPA.
Christmas IPA. I never heard of that beer. What's the
7.5%, 38 IBUs.
7.5?
Yep.
Okay.
I will ask a question when you do your review, Michael. I was going to ask a comparison between this and another holiday IPA that we all know very well.
I know
And
it's gonna be.
just to show you I didn't wait too long, I don't think we will see after I do it. The date on the bottom says good until 11th of March. So we are within the date, but I mean, it's fairly close. But I don't you look at it this way. When you're talking about a mass market IPA, and you will admit Goose Island is a mass market company.
Of course.
I'm assuming that it'll at least hold until its date. But look, we've had problems with IPAs before. So
If they're giving you a range, then it should be fine within the range, right?
I'm very hopeful, but you've seen it. Haven't you seen times when you get hop fade and it's not as good, maybe?
But not within the range, really.
No, this is their date. So I figured I was safe, you know.
And plus it's in the can, so you don't have to worry about exposure to light and all that stuff, you know.
Tell BC this is a Super Sunday, so you can bring anything if you want to join. Just go on, Ron will let you in.
Right.
BC's kind of surprised too. I guess he didn't see the Stout Sunday thing either.
No, I didn't know anything about it until literally within this last 30 minutes. So I mean, it wasn't practical. Well, I guess I could have run and got a stout. But if I couldn't have joined, I'd have really been hot. If I'd have run to get the stout and get back home and they say, oh, you can't join.
There could be something with his phone, though. Maybe he can only have 6 people on the deal the way he did it. And when you try to come on, maybe there was 6 people there. And when John came on, there weren't.
Right. I'm going to give, of course, you know me, I'm going to give somebody the benefit of the doubt.
Because you can have a technical problem depending on the format. You can have 10 with yours. The way most people do, you can have 10. But isn't there still one, depending on the way you do it, where it would be more limited?
Yeah, well, you gotta give people the benefit of the doubt, of course.
I probably saw it not on this, not on the one we're on where we're communicating, on some other thread that Miscellaneous was talking to John on, because it wasn't from this. It was something else. I was trying to look for it again and I couldn't find it.
Yeah. Next time, if you could do me a favor, just post it in Beer Talk. So we'll have
all right. This is unusual. Miscellaneous usually works on Sunday. So
right. That's why when I saw it, I said, what is this? It caught me off guard.
So who are you ready to start?
Yes.
Somebody else going to go first? Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we're going to start. I'm just looking at the comments. Okay, BC's coming, so.
I got a
Yes.
spot for him.
Jordy?
On.
We got
any beer, Jordy, bring it. Any beer, any wine, liquor, whatever, bring it.
Sure. Come on.
I have room for Jordy too. I have room for about 6 people on my thing here.
We can bring 6 people into this. And if you can't join, let me know. I'm not blocking you. Okay. It really would be, but it would be a technical issue in the sense that I only can bring 6, but I could rotate you. You see,
and I'm wearing my Michigan sweatshirt for BC.
Michigan.
And I got all black on. All right. For no reason in particular. All right. And just that's what I grabbed out the drawer this morning. Okay, well, I'm going to do my screen share because we can see how the beer looks, and we're going to have these other people joining. So it's just a golden ale. I don't know what else you call it. And now let's do the screen share, which is fun to do. I think it's fun to do it. So it's Fat Tire Classic Ale. Crisp, bright, easy drinking. It's kind of hard to read that white on white. Learn more. Now they're showing the can. I have the 12-ounce bottle, which I bought at Walmart today. I'll let you know. This was $9.46 for a 6-pack of bottles. And then it goes into all this stuff about carbon footprint. And that's all very nice, but I want to know more about
Save the environment. Save the environment.
Right. I want to know more about the beer, actually.
Tell us the hops. Tell us the malts. We don't care about your mission statement.
You know, I like the environment as much as everyone else. I like nature and going on trails and clean air. No, but I think a lot of this stuff, it kind of comes across to me as like virtue signaling to try to help sell a product. And I don't really like that. I don't really like that kind of stuff, you know. Okay. Fat Tire's unique flavor profile originates from 1930s Belgium. During this era, small breweries began offering easy drinking beer crafted with signature Belgian yeast in order to satisfy the taste of visiting British soldiers. Today, Fat Tire blends a subtle malt presence with a slightly fruity hop profile and crisp finish to create a bright and balanced beer that drinks easy anywhere. So it sounds like trying to make it taste like a macro. 5.2, 15 bitterness units, 140 calories, ale yeast. The malts are pale, C30 Munich, and raw barley. Raw barley, not malted barley. I guess that's what that means. The hops: Triumph, HBC 522, and Barbe Rouge. Well, that's a new one. I never heard of Barbe Rouge. Okay, well, they're giving us some good information. And let's check and see if I can find a born on date, guys.
It's usually on the neck.
Oh, here we go. But here it's on the label. It says enjoy by June 4th.
Okay, so that's pretty fresh.
Yeah, and it's 23/0/10/0. So I think that what that means is it was the 10th day of 2023 at 2:03 a.m. So I think this beer was born in January. So it's not too old. And at only 15 IBUs, you wouldn't be dealing with any kind of hop issues anyhow.
And it would have come out of their North Carolina brewery, which is much closer to you than their other one in Colorado.
Most likely.
Well,
okay, now, BC.
Hey, BC.
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up, man?
BC's in Michigan, folks. Oh, look at old
Pacifico. All right.
Hey, BC, Michael's got something to show you.
All right, Michael. Awesome.
What's the ABV on the Pacifico?
4.5.
4.4. Oh, I thought it was 4.4.
Oh, 4.4.
Either way.
The brew.
Yeah, I seen it the same thing where I think I looked at one spot it was 4.4, another spot it was 4.5. So, I mean, 1 degree difference, I mean, it really doesn't change that much, does it?
No.
Probably not.
The brewery. The New Belgium Brewery is in Asheville, North Carolina. So yeah, we get a lot of their stuff here, so as well.
I get New Belgium stuff here too.
Yeah, I think it was 2012, 2013. They made their arrival east of the over here to the East Coast because it was mostly a Colorado thing, West Coast thing, and around that time they made their arrival in east of the Mississippi River. So
BC's right, by the way. It's 4.4. So
okay, I just want to make it official in my book. I don't want any discrepancies in case the beer gods could come down and smack me a couple.
Right, you never know. You need to check that book out.
Pacifico by Grupo Modelo.
One day Michael's gonna benefit from that book.
I'm just afraid it's going to get left to my daughter, who'll probably not even care. But that's okay. We don't. We know my wife doesn't care, but I mean, maybe my daughter will take my collection and hold it close to her heart.
I think my daughter's going to take my collections and hold them close to the whoever wants to buy it. Okay.
The highest bidder.
All right. So Jay, you're doing yours.
Yeah. I didn't describe the product. What am I thinking? I got distracted when BC joined. Okay. I was looking for Jordy. Like, where's Jordy? Okay.
He may be getting his beer together.
That's true.
Yeah. He did say he was eating too, so that might have something to do with it. I don't know.
Yeah. It smells like kind of like corn, but I know it's not made with any corn, so that doesn't make any kind of sense. But it does smell like a corn muffin. I can't explain it, folks, but I'm just telling you what it smells like, which I like corn muffins, so I can't complain. Now let's go with the taste.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Low bitterness, but it's present. It's got a little bitter character. It's just like generalized beer flavor, if y'all know what I mean, like just like a mild breadiness. It kind of reminds me of Genesee Cream Ale, or say Ballantine Ale. Michael in the New York City region probably knows about Ballantine Ale. He may never have tried it though.
I've tried it.
Those are sort of on the, if you want to call it, bland side of the equation. And it's like that's where they tried to line up. Maybe Fat Tire, New Belgium said, hey, Genesee Cream Ale sort of bland. Look at all the people that buy it. Ballantine Ale sort of bland. Look how many people buy it. It's America's #1 selling ale. They still have that on the bottle. Probably most of it.
Blonde ale it is. People don't know that. They think it's a malt liquor, but it's a blonde ale.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where to get that.
Sound like that's all hype, but that's okay.
Well, if they made the claim that it was the #1 selling.
What it was at one point.
Well, the bottle still says it. If they make that claim, then they're kind of committing fraud if it's not true. So they could run into trouble, you know. But I'm saying that
it might be the #1 ale in the brand. We don't know.
It's probably that 99% of the sales are in Newark, New York, and northern New Jersey. And there's a lot of people that live there.
Big penetration,
even
right?
Though, even though it sounds like, well, I wouldn't make it the #1 ale. Yeah, it would, because you put Newark, New Jersey, New York City, and some other cities around there together, and it could, but it's probably in decline. So.
Yeah, it could be a super concentration of people there. Yeah,
right. And I think New Belgium, Fat Tire has probably been in a slow decline for years, and they decided to revamp it, and maybe that'll get it going. But I don't see how they're going to get it going with something that's really not more flavorful than your regular lagers like Miller, or the ales I just mentioned, or your Miller High Lifes, or your.
Compare that one to the Abita Amber Ale, Jay.
This?
Yeah, this one. Yeah. Compare that one to Abita Amber.
Well, I'm sorry, but a train's about to interrupt our.
KC, choo-choo.
Where's it going?
It's going eastbound. Well, it's going slow, so I guess it won't. All right. This is not an amber ale. This is a golden ale, and Abita has an amber lager. It's not an ale. Abita Amber is a lager. It's kind of dull too. So Shiner Bock is kind of dull. I guess if that's your game plan, let's make a beer that's enjoyable, has a nice flavor, but it's kind of on the ho-hum side. They hit the ball out the ballpark, but didn't we already have enough kind of bland beers in the world?
Yes.
So anyway,
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
We kind of do. Yeah. So, all right. I'm drinking Dos Equis Ambar Especial. This is from another Mexican brewery. I have difficulty pronouncing it, but it's under the guidance of Heineken International, or Heineken Mexico.
oh, you talking about Cuauhtémoc Moctezuma?
Yes. 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 I have a difficulty pronouncing that. Yes. The same people behind Tecate Light, Corte Blanca, Sol, and of course the two Dos Equis beers that I'm drinking. This one and Especial. So as you see, I've been sipping a little bit of it right here. Little info on the beer right now. Again, 4.7%. It's the first Dos Equis beer brewed to celebrate the upcoming 20th century. A classic Vienna-style lager with full body and smooth finish with a signature amber color and subtle hints of roasted malts. Pairs great with every kind of Mexican food. And definitely, that's what I've been getting, a little bit of that caramel and a little bit of that type of, mostly more caramel than burnt sugar that they're mentioning in this. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, John.
Oh, Jordy needs the link. I thought Jordy was in the.
Maybe he's not in the group. He may not be in the
Hell,
group.
does anybody have Jordy's Facebook friendship?
I don't know. I have to look at my phone.
I do, but I'm using my phone right now to be on here, so I can't.
All right,
really get
I'll do it.
Yeah. So 146.
Sorry, Rod.
I definitely don't have it.
146 calories and 22 IBUs. Very flavorful. Again, the other night I was Jay and I were talking during Joker's Wild Wednesday. I had brought the Trader Jose dark lager, premium dark, of course, made by our folks Joseph Brow or Gordon Birch Brewery, and we were comparing this to maybe say Fat Tire or this to the other amber ales or whatever, but or Negro Modelo, and I would say this can hold its own, and this beer right now can hold its own too with the rest of them. Very clean, very enjoyable. I prefer this between this one more so than the Especial, which is their other lager they have. Just really good, very flavorful. They get that caramel, nice color. Again, price wise, obviously, good. Thank goodness I got a single of this, and it was actually they had a little markdown special where I went yesterday and picked this up. So didn't pay a lot for it, but I don't see these a lot in cans. This beer, most I see the Dos Equis Especial in cans, but not this. But price wise, obviously, that would be a little. We're looking at maybe from what I've seen at other stores about $10.99, $11.99 for a 6-pack of this. So whatever. But I think overall it's a really good, very good amber ale.
Wait, hold on. Hello, Jordy.
Hello.
Hey, Jordy, how you doing?
We're gonna be with
Hey, Jordan.
We're gonna be
Hi,
with
Jordy.
you momentarily. Oh, you got another good one, 4.2%.
Yeah, Dos Equis Especial Lager.
Oh, I'm drinking the amber.
I'm not drinking this right now. This is a bottle that I've got. Yeah. God damn. Awesome.
So overall,
Hey,
they really
did
good.
think with the bio?
There it is.
Okay. All right, calm down, everybody. Now, Jean, here's the website.
Yep. Yeah, it's a great product. It's this one I prefer. Like I said, prefer this Special. Special is good. Nothing against it, but this is to me, in my personal opinion, is better. I'm sure, and people have had it, and yes, it would pair well with a lot of great Mexican foods, or just any dishes, lamb or anything with beef, just a really well done product. So 4.7%.
Can you see the calorie count?
Yeah, 146 calories, 22 IBUs. Yes, so it will put some pounds on you. And good thing the weather's nice today, so I'm definitely going to do a good 3-mile walk today.
It's a Vienna lager, and
Yep.
not an ale, a Vienna lager. Now, Jean, do you know there's something interesting about Dos Equis Ambar?
And
Do you
what
know
might that?
what that is?
That they use? Let me see. Roasted malt.
No, I'll tell you because that's too much of a trick.
Yes.
I'll tell you. And then I'm gonna go to Michael because he's waiting patiently. Look, when most people think Dos Equis Ambar is something that got added to the line. No, folks. Ambar is the original Dos Equis from 1897. When they first came out, it was just called Dos Equis, and it was a dark lager. And that went along as the regular Dos Equis until 1983. The green label, the one that Jordy has, was not added until 41 years ago. And that was an extension called Dos Equis Especial.
Yeah.
So then they added some other ones, So, but so a lot of people have this misconception. But if you read the history carefully, the original Dos Equis is the Ambar. Okay, so now Michael,
it was really good, and I really enjoyed it, and just a superb product. So, cheers, everybody.
I seem to have found one that nobody else has seen, which at least in this group, I'm sure somebody else has seen it.
Goose Island.
Goose Island. And this is their Christmas IPA. And according to the bottom of the can, it's good until next week, which.
I've had that one.
Oh, good. Okay. It's a good time to drink it. Mm-hmm. This probably came from their Chicago brewery, I would assume, because that's the one that's closer than their Colorado.
You're probably making a good assumption.
Fort Collins, Colorado. Okay. I'm using my Sierra Nevada tulip glass. Let's see, get this into the screen.
Nice.
So it's got the head is off-white, but it's pretty rocky and a lot of carbonation, dark orange color. You can make it out. The color is darker than it's appearing on the camera. So it's more of a dark burnt orange than it is. Here it looks to you like a little bit lighter, but it's dark for sure. Let me get it.
Looks kind of like copper.
I guess copper is a good description. Okay, let's see. We got the nose. The nose is very malty. I'm not getting too much hop action. 38 IBUs. I guess there has to be some hop action, or else it would, because but not a lot in the nose anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see what the taste is like. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
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 Wow. Interesting. Okay. Getting more of the hops in the taste. Jean said caramel. This is more like a toffee kind of thing. I don't know. Caramel and toffee are similar, kind of. It's got nice flavor. And the 7.5 is well handled. So it doesn't take, this tastes more like a session beer than it does it's not a killer at 7.5.
Where did you find this thing?
The food co-op. Now it's funny. My can is different than that one.
Yeah. Yeah. 50 IBUs. 50 IBUs.
Okay. Well, somehow this one says 38 on the can. I don't know.
It was an old recipe.
You want to read the description? Read the description for me.
Yeah, and I hope you don't have an old can. All right. Christmas IPA is a malt-forward IPA using 6 different hops. Wait, you can't have an old one because you read the date.
No, it's got the date on it.
6 different hops throughout the process. And the hops are Northern Brewer, Chinook, Meridian, Cashmere, and 2 others that they didn't list. Moderate citrus and pine notes balanced with caramel malt on the palate, dry hopped with Meridian, Chinook, and Cashmere. It's got a bit of an old school feel on the malt side with caramel malt and a lovely red hue to go with the classic kettle hop backbone. Nicely balanced and dry, this little number dons a big fruity aroma. Louisiana beer reviews should not try to find this product in Louisiana as it is not available in Louisiana. and that is just too bad for you. Well, I find that
Jay,
Well,
that's one.
which is unfortunate because I thought Goose has, again, under the guidance of AB InBev, distribution should be better.
But Jay, that shows you rate because they give you personal commentary and send
Right.
you information that they're not even bothering to send you any.
right. Well, I made that up. All
I
right.
know. I'm just kidding.
2-row malt G20. Oh, sorry, C20 and debittered black. It comes nationwide. Oh, really? Nationwide? I guess.
I haven't seen it here in Georgia.
Yeah. You lie. You lie. 6-pack cans, 12-pack cans, half barrels, and 1 6 barrels. Well, we don't. I'm sure Michael and myself or John or nobody's going to be buying barrels of it. So,
Yeah.
cans. You're going to get it in cans. So that's very bizarre that it's a different thing they're showing than what Michael has. So I can't explain that one.
Well, it's
Maybe
probably a product that they're going to roll out soon. So that might be the case. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
It seems like it's seasonal, and it would probably come out again next year, in the fall, and then whatever. But I have no idea how the distribution is good. Maybe this is not one of the things that they push. Maybe it's a lower, amount. They brew a small amount. I found it in the co-op. What I'm looking for, and I guess I could do it after I'm finished, is what I paid for it. But it has to be a bargain beer. Because I remember I got it off one of their side shelves, and you've heard some of my bargains. Sometimes they're really good. You get a really good deal on it.
Oh, you right about that.
Michael, compare this to the Sierra Nevada Celebration.
This is not as hop intensive.
Okay.
That one, Jay, you know offhand what the IBUs are on the Celebration? It's higher than 38. But I'm not
Off
sure.
the top of my head, 65.
Yeah, it seems like it's higher. I know the alcohol is a little bit lower. I think it's 6.8, but I could be wrong about that too.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
But this is less hop forward in its taste. But after Jay read the description, I am getting some of those pine and resiny notes in the taste.
Okay.
I must have a good memory because I guessed it. It is 65 IBUs for Celebration. It's 6.8%.
So I was right on the ABV.
Yeah.
Considering, and again, I am not down on the fact that InBev owns Goose Island because I think the quality level has still been maintaining. They haven't cut down the quality. That this I would consider a really good beer. I like it.
Anytime these mergers happen, or whatever, the companies that buy these companies to make sure, okay, look, we got you, we'll distribute your beer, but we're gonna stay out of the kitchen. Y'all keep doing what you're making, and we're gonna
but don't use the word merger. That was no merger.
But this was
total acquisition. Excuse me, acquisition.
This was a total overtake.
Yeah, thank you. Molson Coors is a merger.
Yeah,
because Molson and Coors is owned 50-50. Half the company is owned by Molson, half the company is owned by Coors. Molson Coors has 2 leaders, Pete Coors and whatever that Molson guy's first name is. That's a merger. 50,
and their
50.
offices are in Denver, in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and somewhere in Chicago too. So
exactly, it's 2 guys running the show.
But when they,
but Goose Island was a buyout, and the original owner was told, "You can leave now." And he left.
Get out of here.
Right. It said,
but I'll be honest, Jay. I'll be honest. I was never super thrilled with their basic line of Goose Island beers. I like their Bourbon County stuff a lot, and I still do buy that. I'm not saying they didn't have any other good regular beers, but nothing that knocked my socks off.
Like the 312 wheat ale, you weren't too thrilled with it. Honkers ale.
IPA didn't thrill me.
Oh, I like that English IPA, but a lot of people say it's bland,
That would go along with your fat tire and the kind of taste profile.
Kind of blah.
It's a blah. But look, anybody who wants to buy the Goose Island stuff, go get it. I mean, I'm not hostile to them making money and whatever. This happens to be a good one. I'll give you a number when you come back.
Okay. Hello, BC.
Hello. How's everybody doing this morning?
We're
Well,
okay.
as you know, I'm doing the Pacifico Clara. Uh, I guess
Oh yeah, nice
cerveza.
beer.
Yeah, I mean, this is I did like I wouldn't say a series of beers, but like within a month time, I did like a bunch of Mexican beers, but they were kind of spread out. And excuse me, this one was kind of ranked high out of the beer, so it's pretty good. Uh, smells nice. Smells like I wouldn't say your typical Marzen, but it's in there with your other Marzens. You know, like your Modelo or your what else was there?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I haven't tried the Zakis yet. That's another one I'm
Yeah,
gonna try. But the
yeah, they're
Modelo's I
claiming
remember what.
they're claiming. You see the website?
Yeah,
They say it's a Pilsner style lager. Oh, really?
yeah, that's right.
Grassy
Yeah,
flavor, grass, citrus, ocean mist. Okay, ocean mist. Uh-huh. Pacifico is brewed with high
Mm-hmm.
quality ingredients: 2-row and 6-row barley, hops, special malts, and they. I noticed they didn't bother mentioning corn, which it uses. Roasted through a unique
yeah,
process. 143 calories, 4.4%. I know this was introduced in the year 1900.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the name of the beer is actually the same based off of the, I guess, city that they're based in Mexico, Pacifico Clara, I guess. So it's right
Next,
there in
yeah,
the shoreline, or right there by
I've
the
never
water.
seen it. I've never seen it in a can before. I've never seen it in a can before in Scotland. That's interesting.
Yeah, and
born
That's
I've
a
in
good.
got it in the bottle
Mazatlan,
here. So
Mazatlan, 3 German brewers established it in 1900 in the Pacific Coast port town of Mazatlan, and then it became a big style. I mean, a big brand. So you know what happens when it becomes a big brand? It gets what? It gets what?
Acquired.
Mass market based, maybe.
It gets bought out. Yeah,
yeah, distributed.
Gets
Oh,
popular.
okay, yeah,
yeah, it got bought out by
yeah.
a bigger company. Yeah, I love this big bottle. I wish we could get that big bottle.
So, BC, what do you think of the flavor?
I actually kind of dig it. I mean, this one's been sitting in my fridge for a while, so it seems like it's kind of flat at this point. I mean, not flat, but not as rich as I remember it being. But it's actually good. I mean, there's a sweetness, and it seems like there's I don't know, a slight little, I don't know, I want to say punch, but kind of a bitterness to it, slight bitterness to it. I mean, very slight.
It's really drinkable, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, this one goes down really good. I was kind of agreeing with, I think it was Pierre, where it go good with like your beef products, your tacos, or your Mexican foods, barbecue even. And I can totally see that happening with this beer. So awesome. I actually like it. Goes out clean, nothing lingering. All around awesome product. So uh it does seem like I am getting like caramel, a little bit of caramel in there, maybe a little bit, but that's about it.
Now we've got somebody from the Commonwealth, the United Kingdom, the Kingdom of Scotland, the one and only Geordie.
Howdy. Thank you for having me.
You're
I am
welcome.
drinking Brooklyn Brewery, Brooklyn Pilsner Crisp Lager.
Never had it.
Oh wow.
I
Yeah.
don't know if this is a UK thing.
I thought you
don't
were
know.
bringing Dos Equis.
No, that's just a bottle I had on display.
Oh,
It's empty.
Man,
have to-
That's right.
we were bamboozled.
I wish I had this. I wish I had this. Yeah, I need to go to the West End to get this stuff. It's like it's $1.95 a bottle, you know, in the West End. Yeah, it's empty. I wish it was full.
All right. Well, anyway, Michael's got to adjust his notes.
I have to adjust my book thing, but that's no problem. Brooklyn.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's the ABV, Jordy? What's the
Brooklyn Brewery.
ABV of the Brooklyn Pilsner?
4.6.
4.6.
Yeah, 4.6.
Gotcha.
Brooklyn Brewery, Brooklyn Pilsner, crisp lager. Yeah. On the back it says crisp, bright, and instantly refreshing. This is a Pilsner inspired by Brooklyn and brewed for all. Crisp, bright, and refreshing. Yeah, there's a back.
So you're going to pour it in a glass and show us what it looks like?
It's already poured. Here it is. Very pale. It's pretty visible, pretty clear, as you can see. Yeah. It smells very sweet. Very sweet. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Sweet malt. It's got a graininess like a bread, white bread smell.
I reviewed this beer 3 weeks ago.
Oh, cool. I'll check it out, man. I'll check it out.
Apparently it's 5% in the United States, but I guess in the United Kingdom it's 4.6. Very strange.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens all the time in the UK. You can see that right there. Yeah, 4.6. Cheers, all.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Now, is yours brewed in New York or is it brewed in the British Isles under contract?
Sorry, 2 seconds. The Brooklyn Brewery by Carlsberg. Oh, it's brewed in Wolverhampton, which is in England. So yeah, it's brewed in England.
Aha.
That's why the ABV is different.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, Wolverhampton. It's still good though. It is crisp. It's sweet. It's light bodied. You know, a few of these on like a barbecue in your garden when it's a sunny day. This is like a summertime beer. You know, it's got a dry hopped taste. It's got a dryness to it. I don't know how to explain it really, but it's got like a dry aftertaste, if you know what I mean, Ronald. Like a dry aftertaste.
Oh yes, I drink many beers like that.
Yeah, that's what it tastes like. I think it's the hops.
Yep.
Hop. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
really
but any IPAs like that, or all day IPAs like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to say a 7.8 out of 10 for this. 7.8 out of 10 for this one. This is
Well, think about it. Think about it a little more because we're going to come back to you. Now, in this, the way we score, 7.8 is like a C plus,
C plus.
like high average. But if that's how you feel
It'll
about
be like a 78, Jordy.
yeah, well,
78.
7.8 is a 78.
Yeah.
So, Jordy, sometimes
Yeah,
when it's on the number system, you have to make a higher adjustment because your 7.8 it seems lower than what you're saying. In other words, you like it better than
Yeah.
on
I'll
a
flip
100 scale. On a 100 scale, it is 7.8 on your scale, but
Yeah.
on a 100 scale, it might be a little bit higher.
You're rating it out of a 10 though, right?
Yeah.
7.8
Out of the 10, yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, it's 78 out of 100.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to go back to me.
I'll think about my score a little bit more.
Okay. You don't have to change it. Don't
You can
feel
leave it
pressed.
at I'll write 78 if that's what you want.
Right.
Yeah.
We just want to make sure that it's not some kind of like
Yeah.
misunderstanding.
I mean, you
Scale.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. But I
I had the same problem, Jordy. I do attend them. I show all the time. So.
yeah. So the way I do it, I can't speak for other people. I do it on a 10-point scale to make it simple. Like when I was in college, they did that. So it's like,
Yeah.
if it's below a 60, that means you cannot drink it or you will throw up and you will get very sick.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so an F means it's 60 or below. It's below a 60. It's literally undrinkable. I haven't run across too many of those, but I have, unfortunately, run across.
Okay.
Now 60. Okay, so listen, 60 to 69 is a D, meaning it's a bad beer. It tastes bad. It's totally unenjoyable. It's garbage, but you can drink it. You won't get sick, but you really would never want to drink it because it's terrible. All right, 70 to 79 would be a C. It's okay. You wouldn't recommend it because you wouldn't even want to drink it yourself because it doesn't taste good, but it's average. It's like you went to see a movie and somebody said, "How was that movie?" Well, it was all right. Was it good? No. Was it terrible?
Oh, okay.
Would you want to watch it again? Oh no, never. So it's that kind of thing. We don't like who wants to drink a C beer? Nobody. Now B would be 80 to 89. It's good. 80 to 89. This is a good beer. I like it. I would buy it again, considering if the price wasn't too high. Well, that's a good beer. Would you recommend it? I certainly would. Would you go looking for it? Well, I wouldn't go looking for it. It's good, but there's a lot of good beers. So that would be your B range. 90 to 99 would be excellent. Well, this is an excellent beer. I'm glad I tried it. I never had it before. I might look for this again. I'd recommend it. And there's different levels of that. You get to 99. You can't believe it. 99 is like, this is the most incredible beer in the world. And then 100 is like sparklers going and fireworks.
Have you ever gave a beer a 100 out of 100 before?
Yes, and I've given above 100, which would be world class, beyond belief. It's better than perfect. It's unbelievable. I can't believe it. I'm drinking it, and I don't even believe it, and I'm tasting it. Something like Michael knows what I'm going to say.
Jordy, I've never given 100 yet. I have never given something 100 yet.
Never. Have you
Never.
given a 99? Yeah.
Yes, I've given a lot of 99s.
Ever?
I gave
For real?
100. I gave 100 to Goose Island Bourbon County Stout 2022. I gave 100 to Pliny the Elder. I gave 100 to Founders Mackinac Fudge.
Ooh.
I gave above 100 to West Voltairean 12. I gave above 100 to Black Albert. I gave above 100 to Ogana no Tokyo Black Horizon. I gave above 100 to John Courage Russian Imperial Stout. But those are so hard to find.
I've never had any of those.
Damn. Me too. I've never had any of those too.
Yeah. I've never even heard half of them. Yeah.
Jay, tell them how much the West Letarian 12 cost you.
It was a bottle smaller than this. And it was for the low price of $15 a bottle.
$15. That's expensive for a bottle.
Wow.
Yeah. $85 a six pack.
Ah,
I mean, that's real. But again, you had it once.
God. No.
I figured it was a once in a life.
I mean, I get it, but I get
I figured it was a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I actually bought 2 6-packs. And I got a call from the store where I bought it about 30 minutes later, and the call said, "Could you bring one of the 6-packs back because they weren't supposed to sell you 2 6-packs, and the man's about to get fired."
What?
oh, really?
Yeah.
My friend Paul, who used to do the hangouts, y'all remember Paul? Paul, the lawyer, told me, I would have told him, "That's your problem. Don't worry. Don't bother me with this." But I felt bad, so I brought it back, and they gave me a refund. So I could have gotten 12 of them. Of course, it was $170. But I only bought 1 6-pack, as it turns out. But I still have a glass. I shared the other glass with someone else, and I drank. I traded one. One guy was so desperate to get one of the bottles that he traded me like 5 other very expensive craft beers. And $15.
Wow.
Jordy, it's almost impossible to find in the United States. It's almost impossible.
Yeah.
We know now craft beer prices are going up like crazy right now.
You can't get it in Scotland. So anyway, you can't get West Voltairean 12. Just drink Buckfast Abbey wine and
Buckfast. Oh no, you don't want to drink that. That's
all right.
All right, so Jay's going to give us his number.
Yeah, we got to get this going. All right, so I'm going to give the number. I'm going to say it's a good product. I'm not going to sit here and slam it. And in fact, I'm going to give it a 90. It's just getting into excellent range. You know, New Belgium's been around for over 30 years. They know what they're doing. They do great work. But I don't understand this. Why would you take a beer that's not even that exciting to start with? It took me a while to get used to Fat Tire. I thought it was really bland. And then I was like, okay, I see. I can get this now. I'm starting to understand. You're going to take a beer that's bland and make it more bland? And that's going to help you? I don't understand the concept. It's strange, but I'm going to give it a 90, but I think Fat Tire was like 92 or 93. So it's like, let's make it a little less appealing, and that's going to really make it popular.
Just like the post we just saw with Boston Lager with Sam Adams. They're trying to make some adjustments.
They changed theirs. I can't wait to try the new one, but I haven't seen it.
Why you want to change something that's why?
I'll tell you why.
If it's not broken, why fix it if it ain't broke? You know,
it was broke.
Yeah,
because
the
sales were dropping. Why you think they fixed Fat Tire? You think the sales were up or down?
I don't know. Well, at least they're not going to try to do the mistake that Molson Coors did with Ice House and Milwaukee's Best, raised the ABV to that, and we all know how that was.
Yeah, let's not even talk about that.
So, but anyway, my score on this one for the Dos Equis, I'm going to give it an 89 out of 100. Yeah, I'm giving it 89 out of 100. Really good. Not bad. Again, I prefer this over the Dos Equis, as I've mentioned many times. Really good amber ale, very enjoyable. Just, but it could be higher, but I think 89 is a fair score. So that would be B plus, right borderline on the A minus for this beer. So still have a little bit left of it I've been sipping on. So there's my score with Dos Equis.
Jay left, so John, you can talk some more.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a good beer. It's a great beer. It's enjoyable beer. I love it. It's but I still would probably pick the Trader Jose Dark over this because the cost is a little more.
The cost,
okay,
yeah.
So
the cost.
That's expensive. So.
I'm giving the Goose Island Christmas Ale a 92, which is my highest A minus. It would get a full A, except I do think the hops have declined, believe it or not. I know it's supposed to be good until March 11th, but I think had I drank it fresher, I would have liked it more. But again, I'm just making a supposition. It's possible that this is as good as it gets, and there's not much I can do. Look at Shane over there, 5 Westy 12s in his collection. I mean, Jordy, this guy he gave us his list. He has the most amazing beer collection. He may have 1,000 beers.
Oh, so
it is unreal.
But
I will subscribe. That's awesome.
So if you want to come to Arkansas, you could hang out there and be cool. But
yeah, I would love to go there. I've been to America once, Colorado, on a ski trip in Vail. That's the only time I've been to America, and it was awesome. It was awesome.
Well, I've never been to Scotland, but I've been to Europe once, but I didn't go to any of the English Isles.
I've never been to Europe, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night. No, I'm just kidding. No, I never been to Europe.
So 92 and solid. And if you do see any of it, it's declining now because it's, like I said, March 11th on the can. If you do see one, it's still extremely good. A minus is a good rating anyway.
Yeah, it's still a good beer. Heck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there was nothing bad about it. It was good.
Again.
BC, what do you think?
Yeah, this beer. This beer is still pretty good. If I remember right, I think I gave this an 8.75 on my show. But I do like it. a lot. I'm gonna give it a 90 instead.
Okay.
So
90.
yeah, 90. Yeah, it's a
B
pretty good
minus.
beer. So I do recommend it. So
Yes, I believe that's a
safely
fair
drinking.
score. If you're
Yeah,
gonna drink a regular old lager, that's one of the best regular old lagers around. I do believe.
yeah, yeah. I mean, to me, I think I scored it fairly well. According to me, how much I probably scored it fairly high, the 8.75. But it's still a great beer nonetheless. So I do recommend it to anybody that wants to try it. So it's a good, solid beer. Can't go wrong with it.
I've been
Cody,
thinking about it. Yeah, I'm going to say a 90 out of 100 for this one, actually.
Is that because you believe that, or because we pressured you to say that?
No. When you described the scores, that's when I was like, okay, now I get it. You know,
Okay.
like a 60 is like, I understand how the scoring works a little bit more now. I always have.
I came up with that. I came up with that scoring system about 10 years ago because I wanted the scores to be really accurate and easy to understand. Because some people do video channels and they'll give a score, but they never explain what it means. They're like, "Oh, this is a 3.75." Okay, but what does that mean to you? You know, they never explain, so you never really know what they think about the beer. Okay, Jordy.
A 3.75? That must be a really bad beer.
Yeah.
I guess, but they never explain it. They never tell.
Or they're working on a 5. Well, I see what you're saying, but I think part of it is I've seen there are a few out there where they go by a 5-point system.
That's fine.
I don't know how that works.
I can convert it.
But I get what you're saying.
I can convert it. I can convert a 5-point scale, but that's not the point. The point is they don't explain what their ranges mean. You know, I don't know what they're saying. You know,
okay.
I just have to go by what their descriptions are. If they're saying, "Oh, this beer is really good," and they're giving it a 3.75, then in my mind I'm thinking, okay, so for this guy, a 3.75 is really good, but I don't know what excellent and fabulous is, you know, because they don't explain the channel.
Oh, this is definitely a 90 out of 100.
So you would highly recommend it?
I would recommend it, yeah. I would. 90 out of 100, that's a good score, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. It's a wonderful score. I'd love to buy it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, it is.
Now we're going to go to a fun part of the broadcast where we do promos. So they're doing Stout Sunday on another channel, Miscellaneous Brews. I'm about to go deal with that. Hopefully it's like Michael's saying, just a pure technical problem. We hope so. But otherwise, as far as beers coming up, this is a funny short story. There was a crash at a local store near me, 1 mile from me, where a bunch of expensive craft beer were knocked over and crashed onto the floor.
No.
Yeah, and they got damaged like this. Look at the can.
Oh, damn.
So I'll give you an example. This beer, I think BC's got some background noise. Let me mute it and see, but if it's not him.
Yeah, I can hear that. What beer is that?
Okay, it's a very rare beer. Yeah, I think it was BC. It's Pontoon's Nightmare Fuel, Berliner Style Weisse.
Okay.
Berliner Style Weisse. It's an example of what I got from the crash. It's a Berliner Style Weisse with cherry, raspberry, blackcurrant, and lactose. It's coming in at 6.5%.
Oh,
yeah. Now this beer, if you buy this, it's about $5 a can. So we're talking $20 a 4-pack. Very expensive.
is it a Goose?
Goose.
Yeah, Goose. Yeah.
After the crash, with all these damaged cans, the store manager decided to discount them to 99 cents a can.
Okay.
99 cents for every can, regardless of the regular price. Some of them were $6 a can. So I went in there and bought 11 different cans. 11 different cans. That was a great deal.
That's a bargain.
Coming up in my liquor, what a bargain it was. Coming up in my liquor taste challenges, I've got this brandy from France. If you go to the United Kingdom,
Reno.
yeah, but in the United Kingdom, it's called 3 Barrels.
What is that, Scott?
Oh no, it's brandy.
Brandy, sorry.
Yeah, and so if you went shopping in Scotland, you would see this exact same label, but instead of saying Renault, who is the company that makes this, made by Renault, it would say 3 Barrels, and that's the only difference. I don't know why it's not called 3 Barrels here, but it's probably some kind of trademark issue. They might have a.
It's like Lay's potato chips.
Yeah.
Over here it's called Walker's potato chips instead. It's weird.
Because it's probably a trademark thing. Now,
yeah,
somebody else already has the Lay's name. Now here's Martell VS Cognac, so I'm going to go up against a cognac.
Oh yeah, cognac. I know about that. Yeah, I've had cognac before.
Which is just a type of brandy. Cognac is brandy. So that's going to be coming up. Now next Wednesday, or I should say this coming Wednesday, we're going to examine at 7:20, 7:30 Eastern time. And you can join too, of course, Jordy, but you might be sleeping, But we're going to do the world famous Lagunitas IPA.
Oh, I've had that before. I like that beer. Lagunitas. I can get that. I can get that here.
We're going to bring Lagunitas, and they're going to give their input, what they think about it. So that's all I have to say today. So that's it. Thanks for watching, folks. And now Beverage Ramble's going to give his promos.
Hey, thank you, Jay, Jordy, Michael, BC. Good seeing you guys. Always a lot of fun. I bought, only 2 beers I bought, and let me go ahead and grab them. Sorry I wasn't prepared, but just right here. Of course, Jay, I'll be joining you for Stout Sunday. I have a couple of beers I've reviewed. I did the Goose recently, yesterday actually, Tritona from Creature Comforts. That's up on my channel right now. Hopefully y'all get to enjoy that. Only 2 things I will review coming up. I still got 3. I still got the Dragon's Milk Reserve. So I got to review that coming up from New Holland.
Yeah,
this is 11%. Still got that to review. And now these are 2 beers I bought the other day. This is the Southern Tier Irish Cream Stout. I'll be reviewing that coming up this week. This one is at 5.8% ABV. So I got that, and I have the Founders All Day Chill Day. This is their cold IPA. These cold IPAs, whatever. Of course, there's the original all day.
I like the can. That's pretty cool artwork. Yeah.
So they got the all day IPA, which is their session now. This is their cold IPA, which is still the same ABV, but you got to drink it cold. 4.8. It says on the can, if I'm correct. Just like the others, all day session IPA, 4.8 as well. So those are the 3 beers I'm going to be reviewing coming up. And again, Jay, I'll be joining you on Wednesday night, 7:20 Eastern, 4:20 Pacific for Lagunitas. And of course, there's Thundering Thursday.
I forgot about that. I forgot about it last Thursday.
Yeah, so we don't need to go there. Thundering Thursday, 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. Liquor or liqueurs, bring whatever. Liqueurs, and maybe Super Sunday or Stout Sunday, either or. But 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific. Jordy, I don't know what time it is out there where you are right now, but
4:30 p.m.
Okay, so
right now
that'll be like 3:30 your time in the afternoon out there, I guess. Yeah.
So 5 hours or 6 hours, something like that.
Yeah. So
we ought to add Jordy. We ought to add Jordy to beer talk. That way he can know what's coming up.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all I got. So everyone have a great week. There you go.
Okay. Here's Michael.
Okay, I looked it up in my book, and that Goose Island cost me 63 cents for the can.
Huh.
It was
Oh, okay.
it was a good deal. I didn't buy a lot of it because I knew that it was only good till March. But if I remember, I bought like three three cans. Anyway, so that was a good deal. I enjoyed it and whatever. Now everybody is ready to see something which has been shown here before, but it might get people excited. Are you ready, everybody?
Yep.
I have done it again and purchased another Lithuanian crazy brewski.
That is crazy looking.
Oh, that was crazy. That reminds me of the Joker.
This is from Lithuania, and Jay, you're familiar with this, kind of. I don't know if you have you ever had this, by the way.
I never heard of it. Is that from Lobster Lovers?
This is the one that John and I discussed. He was able at one point to get some of these products in Georgia because they didn't realize how high the alcohol was. So in Georgia, you can only be 14%. That's the highest that by state law that you can get in Georgia. And he was able to get some because they didn't realize the alcohol, I guess, wasn't printed on the bottle. So it snuck by and he was able to get it. What this is, and it's the reason that I'm laughing is some of these are amazingly good and some of these are not good. So I guess the point being it is bottle conditioned, but it depends how it travels from Lithuania to here that it's not always perfect. But this one is what they're calling an Imperial Pilsner at 15%.
Oh, what's the name of it?
It's called Crazy Brewski.
Oh,
Crazy Brewski.
The company is Ringcusio in Burzai, Lithuania. Partially filtered, bottle conditioned. And it's imported by Equis importers in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. And I don't know if you can see on the bottom of the bottle. Let's see, let me get it in front. $2.99. I mean, for 15%, 16.9 ounce bottle, that sounds good.
I have had some of their beers. I had Ico at 9.5, and I had Lobster Lovers at 9.5. I had Sino Rusio at 5.4. But I've never had the really strong ones, like these 16% ones.
Right. They have a before and after at 12, which is an interesting bottle because it has a woman and her face changes before and after. It's very interesting. They had a lot of that at the store I bought this. This was the only bottle that was left of this. And what I said was, it was like fate is intervening. Because I've gone there a lot of times and they've had it. And I've said, well, you know, sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's not so good. I don't want to buy it. But this was the last one. So that meant it was earmarked for me. I had to give it another shot.
Yeah, you had to buy it. Yeah. I'd love to try it, but I'm sure it's nasty, but I'd still try it.
It can be nasty, but it can be amazingly good. And it has, believe it or not, and we've done it a lot of times, it has on occasion won a beer tasting where it's been the top thing there.
Oh,
but it's, you know what I think it is? It is so different in what it is that sometimes that difference in what it is, depending on what else it's up against, makes it, you know, do better than it would do otherwise. And sometimes it's coming last also. So, I mean, it depends. I guess, you know, whatever you feel. But you know, at 15%, this does not taste like a 15% stout.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think this is really an Imperial Pilsner either.
it's a European strong lager.
But it's a European strong lager, and they're calling it a Pilsner because they want the American market to put it, you know, some kind of connotation on it, whatever. But look, I bought it again. Jeremy keeps hitting me like I have to try those mango beers again, which I think is funny because that was with Giant Space Monkey, and that was the one we drank. We first we smelled it, and it smelled awful. Then we drank it, and it drank awful. Then we poured it down the drain. And Giant Space Monkey was upset because it was like a bomber bottle that he paid like $16 for or something. So, you know,
oh man! All right, well,
like maybe $12, but whatever it was a lot of money. That was Mango Fantastico from Founders.
Yeah, and he didn't buy it to dump it. Well,
No, we didn't buy it, but it was bad, and we had to try drinking it, even though the smell was bad. Just because sometimes the nose does not let on everything. It could have a taste quality, but it also could have been one that went bad. We decided maybe they're not all like that. But I don't think mango is a great additive for beer anyway, from my experience. I've had a few that were okay. For the most part, it's not something I look forward to, kind of thing. I'm hoping that Mr. Anili will return, but we'll have to see.
yeah, it's not looking too promising these days.
Getting into spring, and once it gets into spring, maybe he'll have. I don't know. That sometimes can work the other way. Maybe he'll.
That's when baseball starts.
I know. When do your games start? Were you attending games on Sunday morning? Are there some coming up?
I've already done 2 weekends of that. That's why I wasn't around.
Okay, so there'll probably be other ones once the spring starts.
Yeah, 5 more, and then I might go on some trips this summer. And I would like to do something besides sitting around here.
So that's the only thing I have to show.
Come to Georgia. Come hang out in Georgia.
I could do that, but I'd like to go to Alaska because I've never been to Alaska. Okay. Unmute and any promos, BC.
Nah, I've got no beers at the moment to promote. Gotta pick up some for my Wednesday show and my Saturday show. Other than that, kind of up in the air right now. So
Okay, that's all right. We appreciate you joining.
yeah, I had 2 Bourbon County stouts in there. I really didn't want to bring them up, but today was a wild card Saturday or Sunday. So, but thank you for having me up here, though.
You're welcome. Anytime. Everybody's welcome. Anytime.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
Welcome.
Subscribe to Jordy Den. That's my YouTube channel. And Night Energy is my music project. So yeah, check that out as well. Ronald, thank you for having me. You're awesome. Right before I started YouTube, you're my favorite beer tuber. I remember watching you from like fucking 10 years ago. Sorry for swearing. From like 10 years ago. You're a cool guy. Cheers.
Oh, thank you.
I give this a 90 out of 100. Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Well, you already did that. All right. Any promos?
Jordy's Den. Subscribe to Jordy's Den.
Okay.
And Night Energy. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Everybody did a great job, and at least Michael had a pretty great beer. Everybody else had kind of beers, but you know, nobody had a bad beer. No one had a bad beer. Nope. When your lowest score is an 88, I think you're in a winning situation. All right. Any last comments before we get off the air?
I was going to say that, you know, Jordy mentioned that you were his favorite beer reviewer type.
Yes.
If it wasn't for you, Jay, I wouldn't have met Giant Space Monkey. So that connection was important to me. He's a close friend now. So
well, thank you. Y'all were right in the same neighborhood.
Ronald, if it wasn't for you, I would never be on YouTube. Honestly, you know your beer, man, and I always watch your stuff.
Thank you. I didn't want to say this on air, but you know, if it wasn't for me, the U.S. space program would not exist. But I know, but I don't like to take, I don't like to
Jay is modest, even though he comes across maybe not. He's not super modest, but he is modest.
No, he's awesome. He's awesome.
He is awesome.
I am modest. I am modest, and I'll be the first to admit it. And I'm proud of that fact. And in fact, I'm so modest, I was going to have a billboard put on the interstate that said, "Here I am, and I'm modest." And I'm
this morning.
Yeah. I would say I've met some amazing people in this, and of course, Jay, you're the link. And I've met some amazing people throughout. Michael, BC, Jordy, everybody, even those who do come on the channel. It's been wonderful these last going back 2014. And I started 2013, actually started following you, Jay, and then of course started my channel in 2015. So it's been fun, and just keeping it up. So
Delivery Rambo, it's going to be your 10-year anniversary soon then.
pretty soon,
Fucking-
yeah, pretty soon.
Yeah, man.
This will be my
Cheers,
13th
baby.
coming up.
Cheers.
13th.
Thank you, Jordy.
But all kidding aside, though, on my case, I don't know where David is. I noticed he might have been perhaps too involved in his hobby yesterday to be able to want to join today, if you know what I mean.
I got you.
He
has Jordy. David Garlapede also has a museum of beer too, but he doesn't have the same level as Shane, but he does have a lot.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I
would like to see that.
that's accurate, that he does have a lot of beers that he's saved up in there.
Yes, but I don't think anybody in the world has the level Shane has. You know,
Shane is just amazing, and he bought a collection from a friend, is what he'll say if you ask him where all the beer came from. His friend stopped drinking and sold him a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
At a really good price.
Now, y'all got to help me. Y'all got to help me convince David to stop drinking.
David? Oh, the guy that's on your videos, the dual reviews. He's good.
Jordy's been on actual broadcasts now too. So it's not just the videos
On live hangouts, but we got to convince David to give up drinking, and then he'll just have to give all the beers in the museum to me.
I don't think that's going to happen, but maybe he can have more of his beers with you, and you can do your regular reviews.
David is the guy with the beard, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did shock me. He did shock me a few weeks ago where he pulled out a beer from the museum and almost fainted. You know. So, but that museum doesn't get touched too often. Well, thanks everybody. It's been a great hangout, and see y'all next Sunday, I suppose.
Peace and love, guys. Peace and love.
Jordy, good seeing you. BC.
Good seeing you.
Ron, Jay, been great.
It has been. Bye-bye, everybody. We're all
Thanks
here.
for having me.
Bye, America. Bye.